Second down. Wolverines are thin on the line, so Wolverines run a 5-3, but they're now basically with three of those linemen out. Rolls to the outside. 84 is it's going to be picked off by the Wolverines. So the Wolverines deny them the end zone. Could you tell who picked that off? Welty with the pickoff. There is a flag on the play. I think it's going to be unnecessary roughness, how the Falcons did the tackle and then just kind of rubbed the Wolverines around a little bit. Hey, Dave Williams. Thanks for tuning in. Share it with your friends. Wolverines, the unsportsmanlike conduct, and it is against the Falcons. So it was what you saw on your camera right there, on your TV, on your laptop, on your computer, or your smartphone. We're coming to you live from South Whidbey. 53 seconds to go here. Wolverines turn the ball over. Falcons give it right back. So 53 seconds to go in the first half. Wolverines protecting that 14-12 lead. Falcons had two plays and the turnover on the pickoff by Welty. What will the Wolverines do here? Klein in motion in the I formation. And Waldron giving it all the way. Oh, and they're should have a late hit right here. And another penalty. Back-to-back penalties on the Falcons, both of them 15-yarders. And some Wolverine fans are calling for a blow to the head. And the player had already given himself up. Plus, he was out of bounds. So it's already a war of attrition. I don't think you need to take any more players out on cheap shots. Call me old school if you want. They're not going. Ball is going to be placed just shy of the 50-yard line. So pretty big play. Burns up 8 seconds, 44 seconds to go. Wolverines 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Wolverines were so far back in the huddle they had to jog up to the line of scrimmage. Waldron under center. I formation. Gustafson the up back. Wiley McCutcheon behind him. Another pass play. Waldron is down in the backfield. And the clock will run. Under 30 seconds to go. It's hard to run the camera and do the play-by-play. Wolverines, though, with a 14-12 lead. I think that might have just been the last play of the first half because I think there was 29 seconds. I think that will do it for the first half. Wolverines will take a 2-point lead into the locker room. And the way things were going there for a little bit, I think we're just happy to have enough to field a team with in a series where Wolverines lost several players. They will actually go to the locker room or maybe the track mats in the left end of the stadium. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. By Island Satellite Internet, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, Friday Harbor Electric, MEM Enterprises, Guys for Appliance and Repair. What's up? MEM Enterprises, let's see, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Island Home Services, Root Electric, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Star Excavation and Septic, Lemon Computers, Chicago Title, King's Market and Deli, and Mike Carlson Enterprises. And the Wolverines were already thin, and they have lost 3 linemen on an already, let's see, I can't tell what Ken is saying. But it was a war of attrition in the first half. Velasquez has been sitting there for the last couple of series. He's not even moving. He tried to bring down number 84 for the Falcons, who sidestepped him, and he went down. Then we had number 61, who we're not even sure who he is. There's a 64 in the roster, but not a 61. And then before that, Posenjack went down with an unknown injury, and Jeffrey Volk went out with an arm injury. Those have been taken to the hospital. There is one ambulance standing by, but Victor Velasquez has not left. But tell you what, when they had all those players go down, all the Wolverines did was go on a 93-yard drive to take a 14-6 lead. They turned the ball over on a fumble on the quarterback. Then 2 plays later, the Wolverines picked off the ball and preserved that 14-12 lead. So it's been a seesaw battle. Wolverines actually doing a pretty good job protecting the ball for as many plays as they have run. 2 turnovers, one the Falcons were able to convert. Wolverines were able to turn the ball over on downs. That's how they started that 93-yard drive. And we lost John Volk, the play-by-play, so I'm doing pretty much everything. Trying to do the camera, do the play-by-play, do the color, and I'll try to get some stats in the second half. Our statistician is stuck in traffic on 405 with a bad accident. So kind of everything that you would expect to go wrong has gone wrong from our perspective at Tiny TV. But we thank everybody for showing up. Make sure you, hi there, Robert Bullock. Let's see, who else do we have watching? A lot of our broadcast typically gets a few hundred viewers throughout, but after the game is when we start to really pick up a lot of the viewers, where between Facebook and YouTube we're in the 700s. So streaming the games has really paid off, and I know everybody, I talk to the sponsors all the time, and they say how much Friday Harbor Tiny TV has helped. But we went over John's keys to the game earlier, and one we talked about, and Jill Wilson Reimer, you're welcome. And make sure you thank all of our sponsors too, Jill. These broadcasts would not be possible without them, because it takes time off of work to get these done. So appreciate everything that they do. Anyway, Velasquez still sits over here with his helmet on. It looked to me like it was his right leg. I think it was his right leg that it just kind of got out from underneath him, and you can start to really see it now how bad this field is. And Robert Bullock, you're welcome. Hope everyone got a chance to check out our fall sports preview. Now take a look at this field right here, and it's just so uneven. And this where the sprinklers are, and it's like they the game on our Bose speaker, Dave Williams said. I'm flattered. How do I sound on Bose? I hope I sound pretty good. That's good equipment. And Don Haynes, some relation to Connor, I'm guessing. You know, and that's the thing about being able to do these games now. The parents are able to stay and work because it's not cheap to live on the island. So sometimes it can get pretty expensive between ferries, missing work, and the late ferries. It can be very taxing. So we've been doing this for about 12 years now, and we started out as a little tiny radio station that you could hear if you're sitting in the right spot in downtown Friday Harbor. But now we're at YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. So anyway, we appreciate everybody helping us grow, and the sponsors. Farmers Insurance and the Tommy Cotton Agency was probably our very first sponsor, and when she used to be in the house, she's moved over by Marketplace, and it's been great to watch how her business has grown, and she's said, you know, a lot of it was the people who watched Friday or listened back in the day to Friday Harbor Tiny Radio. We're now Friday Harbor Tiny TV. So it's been a great journey. We've gone to state. Back before that FHS took over a lot of the state broadcasts, we were able to go and do a lot of the state. So we have been 2016 boys basketball at state. The girls were at districts that year, lost in a heartbreaker. Just a you know, we've boys soccer. Maybe it was 2015 or 16. Sam PB, you have to tell me. But we have been everywhere with Friday Harbor Tiny TV, and so I know that the parents appreciate it, and our sponsors do as well. So it's kind of what you expect out of a little tiny island where you really have to help each other. 7:01 to go in the first half. I don't have anybody to converse since John is with Jeffrey, and now looks like the Falcons are starting to come out of their locker room. They have a locker room. The Wolverines have a patch of grass. But we went over John's keys to the game, and staying healthy wasn't one of them. And the Wolverines have lost 4 starters, 3 on the offensive line, and Nathan Postajak, whose name I finally get right. And Wolverines coaches are starting to come back out. Looks like the Falcons cheerleaders are going to welcome theirs. Next week, the Wolverines have a home game. I'm not sure who it is, but like it or not, I'm back doing the PA for the home games as well. See if I can. Let's see. The Mariners won 6-1. And let's see. Trying to see who the Wolverines game is at home next week, but who it's against. Here we go. We have Fred Woods and CJ coming over, checking out the game. Here are the Falcons.
Hey there, Husky. How you doing?
What's up, Coog?
Tomorrow will be a vandal. But that's okay. That's the only time
Where'd you get your spray paint? Fred was just said he's going to be a vandal tomorrow. So I'm assuming he's going to go spray paint over here at South Whidbey. Plenty of wall space. Still trying to figure out where the Wolverines, okay, who does Friday Harbor play next week, Fred? Anybody? So I can't get the page to load. Wolverines are coming back onto the field. Here comes CJ Wood. I'll try to trip him as he goes past. Who's Friday Harbor have next week?
Granite Falls, right?
What? Granite Falls.
I can look.
It is LaConner, Friday the 16th. Wait.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
Oh, there's no game this coming Friday?
For Friday Harbor?
Yeah.
I thought they were. Look. I think they were playing Granite Falls.
There. Granite Falls. Okay, there. It wasn't loading. It wasn't there. Yeah. It just loaded. Yeah, it is Granite Falls. Next Friday at 6:30. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
A couple of former Wolverines, quarterback C.J. Woods, and defensive back and chief smack talker. One of the two. Wasn't that your official title, chief smack talker?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Colton always had the best ones.
But anyway, we're with the Wolverines are now down 4 starters.
Is it 4? So what happened with the one?
Posenjack went out with neck injury, we're thinking. They brought out the board. And then Jeffrey Volk looks like he has a broken arm. Velasquez, 50. Right there, 50. He hasn't moved. He moved to the other bench now. So he's out. And then 61. Is that 61 over there? We haven't figured out who 61 is. Those are 3 linemen that you're out. So it's been a rough first half. The Wolverines will kick off. They received the kickoff to start the game, and then they fumbled on one play. Falcons took it 25 yards for the score to take a 6-0 lead, but then the Wolverines responded with 2 touchdowns, one on a 93-yard drive.
That was like, what, 6.5 minutes or something?
It was a long drive, and they were able to punch it in, and then the injury bug hit and hasn't stopped. And Wolverines 2 back. The carries between Wiley McCutcheon and Chris Gustafson. And then number 7, I'm going to try to remember his name. Jackson Waldron. He's had a few big carries of his own. We'll see you on the basketball court in 3 months.
Yeah. Yep.
You still at LaConner?
Yeah, I am. I took the AD job over there this year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Are you going to coach?
I'm going to coach basketball.
Okay.
And then hang out with the others.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, C.J. Wood, now the AD at LaConner. Remember him from that 2014 season, I think it was, when they were 1A and they went into Meridian and beat them up pretty good, but the officials took the game away from the Wolverines. A couple of questionable calls late in the game, manhandling some of the Wolverine receivers. We are about ready to get underway. Wolverines with a 2-point lead, 14-12. We are live at South Whidbey High School. The sun is down. Lights are on. Wolverines are lined up to kick. I believe it's Chris Gustafson that will kick off for the Wolverines. An over-end kick right to the second level. Clears, and he gets away, but brought down. A nice tackle by the Wolverines just right at midfield. So about a 25-yard return. Would like to see the ball hang up there a little bit more. It had just a little bit of swirl to it, made it an easy catch. The nose of the ball will be right at the 50-yard line, where the Wolverines defense was able to get off the field a couple of times, a turnover on downs, and then an interception there late in the first half. Snap. A give is to number 42, who sprints to the outside. He's gone. He's going to be dropped at about the 12-yard line. Wolverines finally able to bring him down, but an off tackle. But there is a flag down right at the 42-yard line. So this one is coming back. It's probably going to be 2nd and 12 on a hold. That is number 42, Cole Cheddar. Cheddar with a good-looking run out there, but the reason he was so wide open out there is there was probably a hold. I'm believing will be the call. And there it is. First and they said 11, but I'm seeing 12. Doesn't matter. They still have to get a first down. Spread formation. And a little drop pass to number 84. Squirms his way through a couple of tacklers. Gets a first down and give him about 23 yards on that pass play right there. And going with some tempo offense. Joshua Serba, the quarterback, give us to Cheddar to the outside, and he is down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Hey, Leah Lawson. Timeout taken by the Wolverines. And a pass to the right, run to the a run to the left on a hold, and then a pass to the right to pick up 20, run to the left to pick up about another 25. Ball is on the 4-yard line. Wolverines took a timeout after South Whidbey went with tempo. That's how they caught the Wolverines in the first series, where they just went tempo, 5 plays, 25 yards into the end zone. How they took the 6-0 lead, then the Wolverines rattled off 14 points. Still with a 14-12 lead. A give right up the middle to Cheddar. Cheddar to about the 1-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. James Henry. Pass to the right. Wolverines sniff it out, but it passed right to the pylon for a touchdown for the Falcons. Yeah, it was a leg injury on that, Lindsay, definitely. The way he stuck it into the ground, I mean, it's the footing here, I think it's a factor in a couple of these injuries. You go from soft, lush grass to a brown patch, and you have your foot gear set up for one, and then you step onto the other. Give is to the left, up the middle, and into the end zone. 20-14 lead for the Falcons. Falcons drive that one, take the opening drive of the second half. Again, like John Volk was saying, scripted plays, it looks like, to start the halves. They took five plays, no huddle, and they just went down in the first half. Here, it looks like about, I think, another 5 plays, and they go right into the end zone. So, scripted series. See how the Wolverines respond being down 3 linemen. Wolverines toss the water bottle. It blows up on the sideline. But anyway, sorry, you don't want to see me. I'm trying to, there we go, trying to zoom out. Yeah, sorry for showing me. Every day from here on out is pretty much a bad hair day. I've come to accept that this is as good as I'm going to look. Anyway, Wolverines will take the kickoff here. 10:47 to go in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 6-point deficit, 20-14 at South Whidbey. South Whidbey will kick off from their own 40. Back deep for the Wolverines. Looks like Gustafson near us. Back deep, I think, is McCutcheon. To the other side. It's hard to tell who they are for the Wolverines. Wobbly kickoff taken by the Wolverines. Right up. Nice. Ball is taken out to the 40-yard line. A nice return of about 17 yards. And I think the fans are cheering that everybody got up. Yeah, Tricia, the score is 20-14. Wolverines are down by 6, 10:39 to go in the third quarter. Wolverines break the huddle. Wolverines have gone with an I formation. Gustafson with words for Waldron. Gustafson, the tailback, 3 in the backfield right now. The give is to Gustafson, puts the ball on the ground, picks it back up. We saw a problem with the exchange on the first play for the Wolverines of the first half. And now a problem with the exchange right there, or maybe just dropped it by Gustafson, but he bounced right back up to him, and he may have picked up a third of an inch, it looks like. Ten minutes left in the third quarter. Waldron under center. 3 backs in the backfield. Pitches to Gustafson, cuts it back. Powers through some arm tackles, but the Falcons have swarmed him. Sorry for the camera work. We lost our play-by-play, so now I'm cameraman, play-by-play, color, scorekeeper, timekeeper, chief bottle washer. Loss of a yard on that carry. Waldron under center, I formation. Klein about to go in motion. Nope. Give is to Waldron. Puts his foot in the ground, cuts it back. Cross the 40, he's into the open. Oh my goodness. A huge pickup right there by, was that Landon Wademeyer?
Was that Landon?
Was it 14?
It was 34.
34, so it's Gustafson. I thought that was 4. It's kind of hard to tell. The lights are going down. It was Wiley McCutcheon. Okay, so there we go. Beautiful night, though. Kind of hard to see some of these numbers with the lights on this side. First down for the Wolverines at the 27-yard line. Give is to number 34. That is Wiley McCutcheon with the carry. He picks up a few. Is there a no penalty? They're looking at the refs were looking at each other like there was a penalty of 3-4 yard pickup on the play. So the Wolverines in motion trying to respond with a drive of their own, and a Wolverine does not want to come off. Wiley McCutcheon comes off. He does not want to come off. Wolverines now with the give to the up back to Gustafson. Pushes the ball across the 20. They're going to mark it down just shy of the 20. Bring up third and they're going to mark it right at the 20. Third and about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. And another Wolverine starter over here on the sideline getting some help. He did not want to come off. He had two teammates trying to drag him off. That's a gamer right there. Wolverines in the I formation. Waldron under center. Klein in motion. The keeper. Oh, quick correction. A fumble by the Wolverines. And another Wolverine slow to get up. And another Wolverine goes down. He's going to drag himself up and off the field. Can you see that number? 36 is not even on the roster. Back-to-back plays with Wolverines being injured. And a timeout taken. Wolverines turn the ball over, trying to respond with their own drive. South Whidbey may smell blood in the water right now and look to put together a drive right here. If I'm South Whidbey, I don't try to score quickly. I try to bleed the clock. Wolverines have had, I couldn't tell you how many players, 6 or 7, 4, 5, 6 starters go down so far in this game to a school much larger than them, with Granite Falls coming to town next week, who was made the state playoffs for the first time in their school's history last year, returning a lot of players. South Whidbey takes over at their own, looks like about the 18-yard line. Pass to the outside. The score is 20-14. Four-yard pickup on the play, a swing pass to the right, and there's a big-time hold. I don't know how they missed that hold. I think everybody saw that one except the official, and I expect that Brock's focusing on the game, not on the penalty, but a first down on that play right there. 7:43 to go in the third quarter, 20-14 the lead. Gavin Mason is watching. Gavin, how's it going? Number 42, Cheddar to the outside, close to a first down, drives across to about midfield. They're going to mark him right there at the 50-yard line. The sun has gone down, and so has the temperature. And so have several Wolverines. If you're just joining us, Wolverines in the first half lost Jeffrey Volk and Posenjack on one play. They lost a couple of others along the way, and 3 linemen have gone down, and it's just been now a war of attrition. Well, not even a war of attrition. The Wolverines are just they're running out of players with helmets, and they're going to get a false start on the Falcons. They were looking to get it outside to number 84, who I've expected to light up the scoreboard with him, but the Wolverines have done a nice job, as John was saying, of chipping him at the line, but he lined up outside that time, and that's right where they were going. Football is a game where when you find a weakness in the opponent, you just have to go for it. And right now, the weakness is the Wolverines able to put helmets on guys. There are 4 guys on the sidelines that are youngsters that we'll see how they can do it. Pass to the outside. Wolverines get some pressure. Nice job right there by number 34 for the Wolverines. That was Wiley McCutcheon with a nice tackle right there. So a 4-yard pickup on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 6, 20-14. Wolverines had a 14-6 lead. 6:08 to go. The Wolverines just turned the ball over. I think it was Chris Gustafson that dropped the ball, but on a big hit. I'm not sure if that's who the ball carrier was. Hiding behind his line. 84 catches the ball, gets his feet down. 2 yards shy of the first down. We're bringing up 4th and about 2 yards to go. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wolverines held on the 3-yard line in the first half, and they went on a 97-yard drive. 4th down right here. Falcons showing a bunch formation with the Wolverines' depleted line. When the Wolverines come up big, Wolverines come up with a stop on 4th down. And we'll see where they spot the ball. Wolverines are pointing one way. Nobody is they're going to say it's good enough for a first down. It looked like they had him stopped. They didn't need that far, and they didn't get that far, but they did get that far. Give to the tailback. A message to Ken Norris. It's distracting to have messages come through. Nice to focus on the game. 20-14, 4:55 to go. Falcons 2nd and about 7. Tackled from behind. Emmer, the score is 20-14. And there's a flag on the play, but a nice tackle from behind. Could you see who got that tackle? Anyone? 77. That was Tate Geiser. Emron, I see your name on there. Your brother had that tackle from behind. And there's a discussion going on out there. what the penalty will be. Wolverines have not moved. Falcons have not moved. Nobody's sure what's going on. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to illegal procedure on the Falcons. That will bring up second and about. Will they decline it and make it third? No, they're going to accept the penalty. But the signal was something that is a pre-snap. But they're going to, maybe it was a personal foul, because that's a 15-yarder right there. So it's now second and about 20. So the Wolverines defense coming out big right here. And the Wolverines nearly get the quarterback in the backfield. He gets free to the outside. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 10. Maybe it's 3rd and 9. We'll see exactly where they spot it. The near official, he can't figure it out either, but they're going to make it 3rd and about 9. Wolverines looking to hold right here. 4:29 to go in the third quarter. Clock stopped on the quarterback stepping out of bounds. Snap, looking to his right. Cannot make the throw. Fakes the throw. Get him out of bounds. Was that 50 that made that tackle? Victor Velasquez is back on the field. He was out for a good chunk of the game. So good to see him back out there. Thought it was a right leg injury, but he's shaking it off. Rubbed a little bit of dirt on it, like John says. 4th and 1. Give it to the outside. First down by the Falcons. 4:19 to go in the third quarter. So it was 2nd and 20, and the Falcons were able to get a first down, give right up the middle to Muniz. A carry for the Falcons. Falcons starting to sport their depth as a player for the Wolverines comes off. Number 52, who is not listed on the Wolverines roster. The Wolverines, somebody takes a timeout.
We say purple, you say gold. Purple, gold. Purple, gold. We say number, you say one. Number one. Number one. We say Wolverine, you say power. Wolverine, power. Wolverine, power. Wolverine, power. Alpha, Wolverine, power. Eskimo, Wolverine, power. Alpha, Wolverine, power.
Now, for everybody that gives me such a hard time for wearing shorts in 20-degree weather, cheerleaders do the same thing. So you got to respect everything they do. They travel. They do just as much stuff as any of the sports teams. So let's see who the Wolverines will send out there. It is 2nd down, and hard to tell exactly what the down markers. Ball's at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 7 at the 22. 2nd and 6, the scoreboard says. Give it to the left to number 6 again. To Tarantino with the carry. Picks up 2 yards. Brings up 3rd and about 4. Ball is quickly snapped. Passes on the ground to the outside. 2 yards to go. Will the Falcons, I saw their field goal kicker out there earlier, and he was kicking them from that spot right there. So we'll see if they can try to take a 5-point lead right here, but it looks like they're going to go for it right here. 3:15 to go, 20-14 the lead. Wolverines roster is down tremendously with 4 players, 2 of them at the hospital. The give is to the left to number 9. Scoots his way across to the inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line, it looks like. You can see the change of pace from the 2 previous ball carriers. That was Redford, the ball carrier, quickly under center. Give to Redford. Nope, that is going to be Taskany. So I'm trying to read their roster. Do the camera work, do the play-by-play. A long drive right here. And Falcons into the end zone. Makes it a 26-14 lead. I didn't try to do a whole lot on that drive, just kind of burn some clock. Got a couple of big plays, though, faced with 2nd and 20. Falcons able to end up converting that. They'll go for 2 right here to try to make it a 2-touchdown lead. Ball give up the middle, no good. So the Wolverines keep it to a 12-point deficit. 26-14, 2:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. At some point, Wolverines have to break through. Waldron has had a great game at quarterback. He's thrown for a touchdown. I think he's something like 2 for 5, but a touchdown and an 18-yarder. And done a good job on the ball security. Had one problem. I thought the ground caused the fumble that the officials gave to South Woodby that they converted into a touch. No, the Wolverines picked off the ball 2 plays later, but there was a problem with the exchange. The Wolverines have turned the ball over a couple of times, but Waldron's done a good job of protecting the ball. The Wolverines now with just a 12-point deficit, not 14 like I said, 26-14. Trying to do math. Hey there, Molly. Make sure you share this and that you thank all of our sponsors that make these possible. The Falcons will kick off. A deep kick. Looks like it will go out of bounds. Wolverines will probably get. Going to try to keep this microphone going as long as possible. Tell who the ball carrier is. Nice pickup there on 1st down. Don't know what the officials are doing right now. The play should have been blown dead. Now there's an injured Wolverine. There's an injury timeout. It's down.
Yeah, me too.
Can you tell who that is?
34.
Wiley McCutcheon joins the ranks of the walking wounded. He's had a strong game. Probably has over 100 yards rushing. He's had some big carries. I think he has one of the Wolverines' touchdowns. Now it will be on the shoulders of Gustafson in the backfield. Give is to Gustafson. Goes through an arm tackle or two, and then the entire team sorry for the camera work, but I hope you appreciate that you have a camera here so you don't have to travel all the way down here to South Whidbey and take a ferry. All right. 3-yard pickup by Gustafson. Brings up 3rd and 7. The give is to Gustafson, who runs through some arm tackles, but he's finally dropped 2 yards shy of the first down. Gustafson has to be in the neighborhood of 25 carries. How's it going? And some of those who caught a later ferry are showing up here at the game now. Don't know what's going on with the ferries, but I'm glad I took one early. The pitch to Gustafson is outside. It was forward. That will be the final play of the fourth quarter. Wolverines turned the ball over on downs. It was a pitch that was just wide of Gustafson. I don't know. They're discussing if it was forward or backwards. If it's forward, the ball goes back to the original line of scrimmage. If it is a backwards pass, it's where Gustafson recovered it. They're still determining which it is. They know it's 4th down, so they're just trying to figure out if it's a 4-yard loss or the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage. Right now, okay, they're going to say it was a forward pass, and it will be Falcons' ball at the other end. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, by Island Satellite Internet, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, Mike Carlson Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Root Electric, IslandHomeServices.com, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Geyser Appliance Repair, MEM Enterprises, Friday Harbor Electric, and Island Petroleum Services. and Wolverines are starting to run out of gas. They're starting to run out of players, and the ones that they do have are starting to run out of gas. Fourth quarter, Wolverines trail by 12.
Love you. See you in a little bit.
They have lost at least 4 stars. Well, I think number 30 went back in, or maybe it's 50, but he's back over here on the sideline. Falcons take over at their own 35 to the outside. A pass, wobbly, nearly picked off by the Wolverines. A couple of Wolverines had shots at that. Funky looking sky up there. Foggy ride this morning. Back to pass again. Scrambles to his right. A little pop pass across the middle. Wolverines drag him down after about an 8-yard pickup. But there looks like there's a late flag coming in over near the South Woodby sideline. I'm counting Wolverines, just making sure they all got up. There's a stoppage right now, and there's a flag down on the ground. Illegal forward pass. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he scrambled to his right, did a little pop pass. So it's going to be a 5-yard loss. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. 11:40 to go in the game. 26-14, the deficit for the Wolverines of 12. Double wide receiver split out to the left. Low pass. Low snap to the open, to the end zone. The Falcons with the touchdown. And another Wolverine. He will get up. Falcons now with a 32-14 lead. This was a 14-0 lead for the Wolverines up until the injuries really started to mount. The Falcons will attempt the extra point. And the ball gets away, scrambles. 2-point conversion is good. That's a drill that you run in case something breaks down. What do you do as a blocker on the edge? And he did that. He leaked out when he saw the ball get away and just found a soft spot over by the pylon, fell into the end zone to give the Falcons a 20-point lead, 30-14. At one point, the Wolverines had a 14-6 lead. That was before Jeffrey Volk went out with an arm and everything else kind of started to fall apart against a team with a lot more depth. Wolverines are doing everything they can to hang on to this right here. Jackson Waldron coming over here to the sideline. Waldron's had a great game right here. I think the name of the game right now is Keep Your Guys Healthy. And there might be some dew starting to show up out there. They need something on this field with big circular patches. I don't know if they had an alien landing last night or if their groundskeeper should be fired, but very strange patterns on the field. High end over end kick taken back by McCutcheon. Makes one guy miss. pops it to the outside, gets out to about the 26-yard line, where the Wolverines will start their drive. We do not have any word from anything that's going on with Posenjack or Volk. Posenjack was taken off in a stretcher, joined in the ambulance by Jeffrey Volk, who had an arm injury. It is 11:10 left in the game, 34-14. The Wolverines trail. Waldron under center to give to Gustafson, cuts it to the outside. He's dropped after about a 2-yard pickup. Wolverines have lost several linemen in the game. Number 61 over here is now sitting on the sideline. They don't have him listed on the roster.
Spirit, let's hear it, yell it loud. SP.
Waldron under center. Pitches it out to Gustafson. Gustafson crosses the 30, about to the 32-yard line.
Let's hear it, yell
Mark him right at the 31, a pickup of about 4 yards on that carry.
Spirit, let's hear it, yell it loud. Wolverine.
34-14, 9:53 to go at South Whidbey. Julio Sanabria is number 61, thank you. And a carry across the 35 to the 36 may be enough for a Wolverine first down. Stops the clock as they move the chains. And okay, apparently as soon as the ball is placed, they're starting the clock. Something that I missed. We're starting to get a nice sunset out here. I'm afraid the sun is set on this game. Wolverines trail by 20 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Gustafson has been the workhorse for the Wolverines. He gets the play, he goes off tackle, but cuts it back up the middle for a gain of 7 yards. They're going to give him 5 on the play. Looked like he fell forward. Oh, they're going to give him 6. Oh, now they, boy, if you're the guy with the ball, you should mark the ball where you, yeah, they moved him back a yard on that carry right there. We'll bring up 2nd and 6. I hope everybody saw what happened as they moved the ball back a yard. I hope you could see the whole thing. Waldron under center in I formation. Gives the ball again to Gustafson. Up the middle. Oh, no, maybe it was somebody else. Gustafson didn't have the ball, but he had a really nice gain if he did. The ball went to somebody else. No gain on the play. They'll give him back the yard that they took away. Brings up 3rd, but I thought it was 4th. Okay, they haven't changed it. Scoreboard says 3rd. Down marker says 3rd as well. So it's 3rd and about 4. Waldron under center, Klein in motion. Waldron, oh man, can't tell. Completely lost. They had me. I was back here looking at Waldron as the Wolverines go for a big first down to the 41-yard line. Could you see who had the ball? Wiley McCutcheon with the carry for the Wolverines. Since game time, it has dropped considerably. Still a perfect night for football. Wolverines with a big first down, 7:32 to go. Man, that was some power right there. Wiley McCutcheon got 3 yards after contact, driving the would-be tackler down. They're going to give him 4. I have 20% battery, and there's 6 minutes, 59 seconds left in the game. We're going to hope that I can get this whole thing. Probably will not do a post-game show. 34-14, 6:45 to go in the game. Waldron under center. I formation. Gustafson the up back. McCutcheon behind him. The give is to Gustafson, who's cut down after about a 2-yard pickup. Will bring up 3rd and 5. They're going to say 3rd and 4. I'm going to say 3rd and 3. Doesn't matter. You still have to get the down marker wherever it is. Wolverine break the huddle with Waldron under center. The pitch is to McCutcheon. McCutcheon gets to the outside, makes a couple of tacklers miss, gets to the outside. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, maybe at the 24. Some extra whistles over there. Makes you wonder if there's going to be a penalty. I do see a flag. There's a flag over about the 25-yard line. Or is it a flag? Can't see. I think the officials are over there discussing. They have not moved the down markers over here. They are moving backwards. Spot foul. Looks like there was a hold about the 25. They're going to move it back to the 30, to the 33-yard line. Probably a hold. It ran out over there.
You got to call that both ways. Not flag football.
Gustafson with the carry. He's across, gets the first down, out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. McCutcheon with the play from the sideline. Excuse me. Waldron with the play from the sideline.
Come on, offense.
Wolverines showing some power. Another late whistle right there in the middle of the pile. Ooh, this is something I have not seen before. Wiley McCutcheon. Yeah. I've never seen this before where McCutcheon was talking about the cheap shots that you could hear him saying he's trying to keep his cool because South Whitby is giving cheap shots apparently, and the officials are finally starting to pick them up. But he was like, he pulled himself out of the game because it looked like he was saying that he couldn't do it anymore. He was tired of the cheap shots, and so they said, "We need you, get back in there." I mean, this is epic right here. Gut check time for the Wolverines is over. This is clutch time. This is a maker of men right here, this drive. I think it's going to be a false start on the Wolverines. But it's going to be a fumble. It should have been motion. Should have been an illegal motion on the Wolverines.
Gavin has scratches all down his arm, and they had to bandage it up because they're just gouging or scratching.
The officials have let this game get away from the players. Cheap shots. South Whitby apparently has been scratching players. We've seen some Wolverines go out. McCutcheon was just talking about what was going on when he's on the ground. These officials have completely lost it. .347 to go, 34-14 the lead for South Whitby. Ball is at their own 13-yard line.
Go Wolverines.
3:30 to go in the game. Wolverines are playing to the whistle. They're going to play to the end of the game. Slow getting up.
Stop him now, D! Get him! That's it! That's it!
There's your player of the game right there, Chris Gustafson. Monster tackle, stretches the play out. 4-yard loss right there.
Stop it now,
Maybe
D!
even a
Stop
little
him
bit of
here,
gain.
D!
It's 4th and about 12, 2:30 to go.
Punt.
Could be the first punt of the game. Wiley McCutcheon back to return for the Wolverines, hobbling his way back. Off the side of his leg, telling get away from the ball. The ball rolls out at about the 35-yard line.
Where those girls went out.
2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Tell you what, Chris Gustafson, his maturation, it's been a nice thing to watch. I believe he's a junior. Maybe he's a sophomore, but I'm telling you, he's turning into a man in front of your eyes. He's going to be the player of the game, purple and gold Booster Club player of the game. They give his to Gustafson up the middle. Picks up about 8-10 yards on that carry right there. They're going to give him 11 on the carry for a Wolverine first down at the 20-yard line. 1:49 to go. My battery is about to die. Hopefully it'll last the final minute and 40 seconds. We will not have any player interviews or post-game show. My phone will die. Hopefully it'll last another minute and 25 seconds. Wiley McCutcheon puts his foot in the dirt to the outside. Falcons try to tackle the ball, but there is a flag on the play. 1:09 to go. Flag is thrown in the middle. And when the head coach goes out before anybody else. Who is that? Wiley McCutcheon down on the play. It's a face mask on the Wolverines. Wolverines have been good to keep it in check. That is their first personal foul, I believe. But we've seen injuries, we've heard of cheap shots, scratching, late hits. The Wolverines, I think, just responded with their first penalty. Wiley McCutcheon still down out there. That is the 5th, 6th, 7th injury on the Wolverines tonight. Might have to start putting uniforms on cheerleaders if we get much deeper into the roster. He is up. Looks like it's a shoulder the way he's moving, the way he's holding it. If you've ever had your shoulder pop out, you can get going again pretty quickly unless it's a rotator cuff, but I agree with Lindsey Gustafson. It looks like it's probably a right shoulder. Yep, right shoulder. This is worst case scenario game for the Wolverines. It is now 1st and 25. Just over a minute to go. The clock starts. 1:06 to go. Wolverines may just take a knee right here. Showing a bunch formation. Single back. Wolverines will probably take a knee. They will. That will do it. There will be one more play. And of course there's a flag that comes in.
Let us get out of here.
There's a flag with 42 seconds to go in the game. So they probably have to snap the ball twice more because of the a flag on a kneel. I don't know that I've seen that before. Looks like they did.
They ejected the kid. Well, yeah, I mean, the kid. I mean, it's just like the coach should have to sit out for that.
Yeah.
That's just.
I mean, the whole game.
That's just the dirty.
Yeah. South Whitby had a player ejected. They're not going to announce it. The coach has to literally tell his players that we're done. Stop. No more cheap shots. That will do it. The final score, the South Whitby Falcons 34, the Wolverines 14. Wolverines had as many players injured as they scored points, I think. Very few Wolverines. Susie Lefevre will be quite busy this week. That will do it for Friday Harbor Tiny TV. You know who our sponsors are. Go. Hello and welcome to Friday Harbor Tiny TV's Fall Sports Preview Show.